Kia ora team, and welcome to episode 52 of Yarns with Beef and Matt, brought to you by LSKD and Frog Grips. I'm Beef.
I'm Matt.
Joining us today, she's the hot shot from Queensland, Australia, two-time CrossFit Games athlete, and now the 2024 CrossFit Games Affiliate Cup champion, Emily De Rooy. How are you, champ?
What is up? I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good.
Yeah, good as. How are you? How's your day been?
Just ate my lunch. Yeah.
What's for lunch?
Busy. I'm never busy, so it's been a change today.
Oh,
Change
we
of
picked the right
pace.
day.
Yeah. It's like today onwards is just jam packed. So.
Well, we were supposed to record tomorrow, which I don't know why I said that. We never record on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, we made it work.
What's on the menu there? What's going?
I got veal tortellini
Okay.
with Latina fresh sauce and some Parmesan cheese.
Damn.
That's great.
Write that down, team. That's the winning
Mhm.
formula. Easy. Anyway,
This is my lazy lunch.
we would normally kick these things off with like a behind the scenes, but we've already done that. So go back to Em's first one. She's one of the OGs as well, actually. When we were just learning how to do this. We're still learning. We're not any good at it, but let's throw it back to, let's go. We last saw you at the Torian. What's been happening since then? Obviously, something major happened. You won a gold medal, but
Yeah.
even before then, how was the games prep and building up to that? Talk us through it.
Yeah, so it was definitely very different this year. Obviously doing team compared to Indy last year. But like each one obviously has their pros and cons. Team was so much, I wouldn't say more enjoyable, but it's just like a different like kind of environment, like training like solidly with people, because I don't usually have like training partners or anything like that. So to have people to train with like up until the games was so great. Obviously we get a little bit sidetracked sometimes, and Khan and Kara love to chat, so we'd be in the gym for quite a few hours, but it was just so enjoyable to have people around to train with. And it just, yeah, like if motivation was low, like it had to have 3 other people there to do a session with, like at least 3 times a week. So yeah, that was quite good, the whole training and everything with them.
Yeah. Was it easy to get everyone in the gym at the same time? Obviously, Kara being a mum, James is like the busiest man on earth, so wasn't too hard.
Yeah, so Khan and I would probably do most of our sessions together, like without the other 2, like our strength work and like our like own separate like work that we had to do. But yeah, trying to get Kara and James, and then myself and Khan pretty flexible, but trying to get Kara and James all together at the same time was a little bit tough, but we ended up like figuring out like a little what's the word, schedule. Worked with Kara with the kids, with the daycare and everything like that, and then James was just kind of like, I'll just come whenever, and he ended up just showing up when he could, and pretty much every time he did show up, but showing up, and then he goes, all right, I'm leaving, and then we just piss off real quick, and yeah, that's about it. He'd rock up real late, be like, no, fine, let's go, leave real early, and then be sweet.
That's crazy.
But we got the work done, so that's all that mattered.
Yeah, clearly you got the work done. The proof was shown there. How did the team? We've heard from Khan before, but how did the team come together? How did you fall into the team situation?
So, I was asked by like Mayhem Athlete, like the affiliate, the guys that run that, like October last year, and I originally said no because it was just Kara. And I was like obviously that would be cool, but it was just Kara. I was like, nah, I think I want to stick with Indy, like give that a red hot crack. So I said no, and then I went to Wadapalooza at the start of the year, and I got in contact with, not in contact, but Jake Lockhart came up to me. He's like kind of in charge of like the athlete side of things with Mayhem. Came up to me and goes, we've got Kara, we've now got James and Khan, like would you reconsider doing team again?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a pretty gangster team. Like you can't really say no to that. I was like, give me 2 weeks. Once I get back to Australia, I'll talk to my coach, see what he has to say. And then, yeah, we spoke about it a little bit more, and he goes, yeah, it would be silly to say no. Like the amount that I can learn from those guys is, just insane. So yeah, that's how it came about.
For sure. Having those guys in your corner to push you during training and during competition must be unreal. On that, I did want to ask, because the people want to know, what was happening Friday night at the Pro? We saw James and Khan both giving you a bit of a push along.
That thrust up there was not a thought behind my eyes at that point. It was like 2 rounds in. I ate some dried mango. My gut was not feeling very good. I needed to go to the toilet after round 1. So I was not feeling well. And then, I don't know, I just blacked out, basically.
Oh, man.
So I don't know what to do. I'll just keep going. You guys tell me what to do and I'll do it. And yeah, like there's a couple of photos of me out there. I'm just zoned out. I think I did my last round was the fastest run because I just was blacked out. I was just like, okay, I'll go.
Can't feel anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We were watching from the stands, and I'm pretty sure I saw James at one point like just hand on back and pointed like run that way.
That way.
Yeah. And then yeah, exactly. Like the boys both had their hands on my back as well at one point, like both of them at the same time. So Khan, like they'd swap rounds just because I was at that point like the weaker runner of us all. So just to try and keep up with Torian, we were trying to stick with them as much as we could. Khan and then James would like swap rounds, and then it just got to the point where they were both just like, come on, up the hill, off you go. So yeah, that was a terrible workout, and I'm so glad I never have to do it again.
On the Torian there, so you the year before you obviously qualified as an individual. That was a very emotional time and surreal time. Did it feel just as emotional, just as surreal going on a team, or did you kind of expect that with the team that you were on that it was going to happen?
Like, it was never expected, but we were all very confident with our abilities that we would be able to qualify. And then a lot of us, I was still like, oh, you never know what could happen. But like Khan, Cara, and that were like, nah, we're going to win. We're going to win. I was like, all right, well, if you got that confidence, I'm confident in us at least just qualifying. But obviously you never know what's going to happen when you're out there. Excuse me. So I don't know, like comparatively to last year, like it's definitely a different feeling, like super happy that we won. But I think in a team, not that it takes anything away, like the work is still like, you're still putting in the same amount of work and stuff, but as an individual, it definitely feels different.
Right.
Like getting that qualifying spot compared to team. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't really know how to like put it into words, but it's different. Like it's a different feeling. Still stoked both ways, but like I think it's more emotional, like going indie, because like I put in that work, I did everything that I could to get to that point. Whereas like it's a team effort, which is amazing. Like love having those guys around me. But yeah, it's just like a little bit different. I don't think it's as emotional and all of that. Yeah, I don't know.
It would be hard to put into words. Obviously, not many people listening would know what either one feels like anyway. So, did you find the pressure different as well? Like obviously, you don't want to let your teammates down, or do you not even feel that at all? Like how's that going out on competition floor?
There was a little bit of that thought definitely at like the start of our training season, because like I felt like I was the weakest out of the team. Obviously they've got years and years and years of experience in the sport. I definitely felt like I was the weakest out of us four, and then like did think I was like gonna let those guys down a little bit. But like when it came to the competition floor, I ended up like I hold my own, and like I have my strengths and weaknesses, and when it comes to my strengths, I really like stick to them and do as well as I can when it comes to that stuff. So like, yeah, at the start, I felt a little bit like that, but then as we kind of grew together and figured shit out a little bit more, I kind of like found my feet and was like, yeah, I can stick it with these guys a little bit.
I think I saw that on one of your posts too.
Yeah.
Being out there lifting with Cara, arguably one of the best lifters in Oceania, and you held your own with her and supported the team. That was it was pretty cool to watch, man.
That was very cool. I think neither of us were going to go for that last lift either.
True.
And if we didn't, then we would have come a place less, and I think Torian would have beaten us in the overall standings.
True.
So I think it literally came down to us like, oh, should we do it? Should we not? Fuck it, let's have it a go. Like, give it a go. And then it paid off, thankfully. And then, yeah, obviously she was postpartum, everything like that with her bub and stuff. But yeah, to lift the same as her out, that was pretty cool.
You touched on it before, but if you want to go a little bit deeper, you said they've obviously got a lot of experience between the three of them. And you said like going in, at the beginning, initially, it was a sort of, I don't want to let them down. How do they sort of, go around supporting you and giving you as much, much of their experience passed on to you in training?
It was pretty much like it kind of like came like I started to build the confidence. It was just one workout with Khan. He did a poll post about it and everything as well. It was just bike and running. He told me some paces to hold. I was like, I can't do that. Are you kidding me? It's way too fast. I did it, I think my reasoning was if I can hold these paces, I can go to Zach Bryan when we go to America. So I was like, oh, I better pull my finger out.
I'm holding it.
I did it. I was like, oh, I can do this. So like just training with those guys and like having that little extra push, I think like helped with that a lot more. It's like when I'm by myself, I was like, oh, I'll do this. It'll be all right. I'll see how I go. But then they're like, no, do this a little bit faster, or hold this pace just a little bit more. And then like you realize you can do it and you're like, oh, okay, I can do this and I can stick it with them.
Yeah. It's almost like hearing it from them has given you like that belief in yourself, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you say like the main area that you might have improved on having been under their tutelage?
I don't know. I think not necessarily like improved anywhere, but just found confidence in a lot of things that then just transitions into just me being better at them, if that makes any sense. Like I didn't necessarily improve, but I was like, oh, I can do this. I'll go faster here. And I just realized a little bit more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's kind of more like, obviously I definitely still improved in places. I can't really put my finger on it. Like my gymnastics was a little bit better. Running got a little bit better. But yeah, just like overall, just being told to do these things, realizing I can do those things is probably where like the most improvement came from.
Did you find that your like overall volume did increase? Because I could imagine you're still doing your individual training and then you throw in your team trainings as well, or did you not sort of see a difference in your volume in training?
It was all pretty much the same, I think. Like my coach within Mayhem, Mike McElroy, he would just alter workouts that he'd give me, like, let's make it a team workout and we'll do this. Or I'd just swap it out completely. Like I wasn't adding in too much because I didn't want to like overtrain myself.
Right.
I just kind of listened to my body and be like, oh, yep, let's do this. And then I'll do this little piece here because I need to work on my chest bars or something like that.
Okay.
So it wasn't a crazy amount more. It was just probably more time in the gym because we talk too much.
Yeah. Karen and James. But Cara talks as well, you said.
Cara loves a chat.
Beauty.
Loves it. And those two things just go back and forth forever.
Yeah. Oh, if Cara loves a chat, and that's on top of James and Khan, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. James just chills. He's like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, Khan and Cara love it.
Yeah, how good. So that was sorry, were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, okay. That was the training, obviously over in Aussie. But how was the experience going over to America and being in Cookville? Were you there last year as an individual? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How was it this year as a team?
Yeah. So last year, like I got to go over there as an indie, and like their deal with the indie athletes, it's like they get to have like the back. There's like a back area just for the indie athletes. So last year I got that, and that was really, really sick. As a team, we just got to use like the main area of Mayhem, so like where they do classes and stuff like that. But literally, like no matter when we go there, like training there, just being around it, like everyone's super welcoming. So it's just like a really good environment to be in. And like even it's like James and Khan weren't like contracted Mayhem athletes, but they like no, like even though they were following technically a different program for their indie stuff, the coaches and like the guys that ran Mayhem and stuff were still super, super inviting and everything like that. So it's just a really good environment to be in, and which just makes training really, really enjoyable.
That's cool to hear.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I guess we ourselves, we haven't watched too much of the games. Just didn't get around to watching too much of it. But for us, mate, give us a bit of a recap because it was it's kind of a big deal for you guys. The CrossFit Games this year, how was everything?
We were so excited to get things going. Obviously, like if you're familiar with CrossFit, you know what did happen on the first day, it is a very sad thing to happen. So Lazar Jukic had passed away in the first event. No idea exactly what happened there, but he did drown, which is super, super unfortunate. So our first day was cancelled. Yeah. We didn't really have too much thought there. We were just all very upset because obviously we lost a fellow athlete and a friend. And then like following that, going into the following days, it was like there was just so much going through everyone's heads, and everyone was dealing with that in a very different way. So there was a little bit of like bickering and stuff in the back, like in the athlete area, people dealing with things differently. And like if someone doesn't like someone's opinion, then they might have a go at it. It was just a lot to deal with. But I think we kept pretty much to ourselves, and we're just like, we'll just go out there and have fun and pretty much honor Lazar, because like he absolutely loved competing, loved pouring his heart out on the floor. So that's pretty much all we went out there to do. Like winning was a whole different thing. Like we were just out there to just do what we could and just try and enjoy like being able to do workouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the whole reason I haven't watched the games this year, because obviously I've been involved in CrossFit for ages now, owning the affiliate and stuff, and love the CrossFit Games, but it's been a real struggle for me to actually, since that event one happened, to actually watch the games. I have tried a few times.
Yeah, and that's so understandable.
Yeah, and it's gutting for me because I love CrossFit so much, and I know that. Anyway, that's a whole side story. How with it, and honestly, share as much as you want or as little as you want, because I know it's quite an emotional time. How was that overall experience at the games, having that sort of hanging over everyone?
Yeah, it definitely like it changed the competition entirely. Obviously some people still went out there treated it as a normal competition, which is so fine. Like that's what they wanted to do. Some of us as well also just went out there. We're just like, we want to honor Lazar. We want to do what we can just to like get his name out there, make sure like his story's known, all that kind of thing. So like our first event, it was kind of discussed between our team and then the Peak 360 team. So Noah Olsen, Lena Richter, Tola, and Matilda. We discussed like we're going to take a minute at the start just to like, because we really weren't happy with his little memorial that was done in the morning. It was very short and just rushed. So like we're going to do this, make a statement, just so like people are kind of like respectful of the athletes and like, okay, they're going through something, they're trying to make a statement here and like make sure everyone knows what's going on and that we do care. So that first event was definitely like different. I think Khan started the sandbag squats, bawling his eyes out, the poor guy. I like to think myself as a very emotional person as well, but I was just very like, I was out of tears, I think, at that point. So yeah, we got out there. I think us having like so many different thoughts going through our head made us almost work better together, which is weird. Like we flew through that first event so smoothly. Like we had no issues whatsoever. I think because we're all just off in our own little world. So it was like, oh, I will do a rope climb. I will jump on the ski. I will do this. It just felt very weird. But yeah, we got out there. We did what we wanted to do. But yeah, everyone was in such a different boat. It's very hard to explain kind of how everyone felt. But yeah, we'll just get out there and do what we can kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Fully support your guys' decision to make a statement, just sort of show where you stand. Because obviously, I think Matt said it last week when we were talking with Jay and Maddie, and it was like any answer that you chose was the right one for you to be.
Yeah, exactly. Like no one can like talk shit on anyone because everyone grieves in a different way, like with that kind of thing. And that has obviously never happened in this sport as well. So you just kind of have to let people do what they do. As long as they're not full taking a dig at someone, then it's like a little bit of a different story. But yeah, just let people do what they want to do. And if people have something to say, then whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
100%. Like if you got negative thoughts towards CrossFit as a company, that's all good. But like what?
Yeah.
Like none of the athletes wanted Lazar to pass away the way he did. So
absolutely
why is anyone being negative towards it in the slightest? Anyway, thank you for talking about that. I know it must be quite difficult. So we will try to move on because we do want to make this about the fact that an Oceania team did stand on the podium. Not only but took it out. How was sort of like just the competition itself? Being on a team this year. How did you find competition at Fort Worth?
So like, put everything aside there. It was still really super enjoyable. Like just getting out there with the team. We worked so well together. We really kind of built ourselves as a team over the few months. I think at the very start, people were like, oh, they're not even going to qualify for the games. And then here we go, win it. Yeah. I think we came like 66th worldwide in the quarterfinals. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. But yeah, I think just the fact we were super chill with so much of our training. Like we trained maximum 3 times a week together, maybe 2, sometimes maybe even 1. And I think just the fact that we had such a we weren't super blasé about it, but we're just like, oh, we just do what we can by ourselves, and then when we get together, we make it work and like do what we do as much as we can together. And I think just the fact that we didn't kind of overthink everything made it really work out on the floor. And yeah, the competition just went super smoothly for us. I think we had one hiccup in one workout, and that was about it.
Yeah, didn't you? Your worst place finish was 8th. That's
worst
crazy.
place finish was 8th. Khan just wanted to motor on that worm, and we were like, oh no, nearly fell with it. It was, a whole thing. Pulled ourselves together after that, caught up a couple of places, but yeah, that one was our worst placing. One little mistake in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Top 10
Can't really
finish
complain.
is your worst place.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, everything else was top 5, which is pretty cool.
I love that you guys had, doubters along the way saying that, they're probably not even going to qualify, but it just, like, when Khan let us know that you guys were on a team, like, we were so excited just because of the potential, and even to see, like, CrossFit Torian second place, it just makes you wonder, last year, had we had a healthy Brandon Swan, fucking, we don't know who.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy, the caliber of athletes.
Yeah, like, they would have done so well last year if, Swanee wasn't old and broken. Sorry, Swanee. But yeah, like, they did so well as well. Like, young Jack Jeffrey, he was so stoked. Like, obviously such an unfortunate way to go for his first games. But he was so stoked to even just get second and stand on, like, the podium. It wasn't really a podium. I think it was numbers on the floor. But yeah, he was just happy to be there. He was like a little golden retriever, just stoked to be there. So yeah, super happy for them to, like, get that second place. And I think they were all stoked for each other as well.
Yeah, we said to Maddie Sturt last week when she was on here, like, she was away for 4 years from the games, and then comes back and takes a top 10. It's like, it's got, I'm going to start getting back on this train. It's got nothing to do with the fact that Americans and Europeans are better than us. It's the fact that we get 3 spots. So, like.
Yeah, it's literally that.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just better than you guys.
It's so silly. Yeah, like, we got 4 spots last year.
Yeah.
It's,
Anyway.
Better, but we love you still.
They just don't want to see us bloody annihilate the floor. I mean, I did come 40th last year, but yeah.
Like, last year. Didn't you have an injury?
Yeah, I did. But it's still funny.
Yeah. Healthy,
Someone's gonna come
she's
last,
winning.
right?
Healthy, she's winning,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm coming for you. I'm kidding.
Oh, shit. Clip it.
Yeah, can we clip that?
Cut that out.
But yeah, fuck yeah. I even loved seeing Roman taking shots at
the Team World, eh?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched too much of that. Was he having a go?
Well, it's because he reckons that, and he's probably just a bit, because he's quite a funny guy normally, he said that it would be nice if the rest of the world got invited, or something along the lines of that. Like, they didn't invite the best of the rest, so that North America was sort of stacked anyway.
I get what they're saying. I get what he's saying, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get
He
an
also
invite.
just thinks he's the best of the best of the best, which is fair. He definitely is.
He's pretty good.
I think he wants to be involved in, like, everything possible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's making a name for himself, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Such a great dude, though. Like, every time I'm at Mayhem, he's, like, always... Because he doesn't speak much, but he's like, Emily, hey, and, like, fist bump, and that's about it. And I was like, oh, you know who I am? Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you communicate with him?
It was just a g'day. And then he was giving me shit about sharks and all that. Because I have too many shark tattoos.
Yeah,
No, scary.
loves a tattoo. You gonna get a gold medal now?
No.
Wow.
I'll get CrossFit Games tattooed on me somewhere. Absolutely not.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sam Briggs tried to get that started once. She won it because, like, the Olympic Games had the rings. Yeah. She's like, oh, I need something for the CrossFit.
Yeah, and that looks cool because it's, like, subtle.
Yeah.
It's like your Audi windows.
Whereas our logo just says CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
So there's a bit going on.
We need a shape here.
Well, they change the logo every fucking second year anyway. Anyway.
I know. So it's never going to be the same.
So,
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just eating brownie now.
No, you do you. I'm drinking my water. At what point...
So healthy, bro. Are you saying that you're more healthy
Oh,
than
I mean,
Emily?
hey.
Look, if you want to eat sugar, no worries.
Look,
I'm just drinking water. That's fine.
yeah. Hydration team. There's probably some electrolytes in there too. At what point during the competition did you start to, I guess, believe that you could actually win this?
Probably from the first event, honestly.
Fucking A.
Okay.
I was like, with our minute that we took, and like we absolutely like weren't expecting to get it back or anything like that. But like we came fourth in that event with the minute added.
Yeah.
If we didn't, we would have won it, and then we would have been in the leaders jersey the entire weekend, which is a pretty cool thing, like, to think about.
Yeah.
Obviously, we took that minute, and that's our penalty. Like we did that knowing that we weren't going to get those placings back. Like it was a possibility, but it didn't really matter because we were doing it obviously for a particular reason. But yeah, like we did that first event. We're like, oh, technically we won that, which is cool. On paper it's fourth, but that's so fine. And then I think from there, like knowing that we like technically got the fastest time in that kind of like, maybe not the first day, but the second and third day, we're like, oh, like we've got a bit of momentum here. We're feeling pretty comfortable, feeling pretty good as a team. Yeah, I think we're just confident in our abilities from day one, really.
Yeah, that's cool. There's actually a theory on that, Tim Noakes' central governing theory. I think I might be getting the names confused, but anyway, a guy in the 1930s, right? He won a Nobel Prize on something that got disproven years later about lactic acid buildup and that kind of stuff. He used dead frogs. Anyway, years later, they reckon he got it wrong. Well, they proved he got it wrong because of the mind-muscle connection. Anyway, I reckon that because of the fact that you took that minute off, there was a different connection to how you were moving, if that makes any sense. Sorry if this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But you sort of...
I kind of get it, yeah.
Yeah, you removed the thought of the movement. You were thinking about something else, and it allowed you to move a lot quicker, and you sort of took
you're not
that...
thinking about the workout
at
that point in time. Yeah.
And you take that into the rest of your weekend. Plus, you add in the fact that you guys weren't very stressed about working as a team. Like, everything was very flowy and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's my... There's no question at the end of this. I just had a very random thought, and I was running with it. So fun. Someone else can take over now.
Yeah. Like, I guess when your mind... like not particularly distracted, but like if your mind is elsewhere and you're like kind of just content with the workouts and movements or whatever, it tends to go better instead of like, oh no, I have to do ring muscle ups next. I have to do a heavy clean and jerk next. Oh no, what am I going to do? It's like kind of thinking about something else, like, oh, I'll go pick up the bars, start. And it's like, it's different, but like it worked in a way, I guess.
Could you call that just like a flow state? You're just in
motion?
I
guess. Yeah, that's about it. You like find your groove and you just stick with it.
Listen to us.
Oh, good. Work for you. Nice. There's a question later that Jay Crouch has asked. So it's actually, it would be sort of good for that. So if listeners remember that and then the question, it'll work well. Anyway, moving on.
I'm pretty sure I saw Castro post up a video. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it was when you guys finished the final workout, and I think James clicked on that you guys have just won the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, he just turned into a ball.
Yeah, and he started going. I think he's like trying to pat you guys on the back. You're borderline dead on the ground, and he's like, "Guys, we just won the CrossFit Games." Like, how were you feeling in that moment?
It took its sweet ass time to kick in. I'm not gonna lie. Like probably like multiple weeks afterwards, I was like, "Oh shit, oh we won the CrossFit Games."
True.
But like, cause the whole like ceremony, because we weren't celebrating CrossFit, we weren't celebrating winning, we were celebrating Lazar. The whole ceremony at the end wasn't like it would have been last year. Like last year we were drinking beers, eating pizza. They were doing the whole like 9 yards for the ceremony and everything like that. This year was a little bit different. So like it took its time. And like I didn't even really click when we crossed the finish line. I was like, oh, we won, cool, okay. Let's go home, I guess. Like there wasn't really much to it. So we're still yet to bloody celebrate as a team as well. So yeah, it's taking its time. But yeah, like I think the more I talk to people about it, the more like it's like sinking in, because it's still pretty surreal.
It's pretty epic.
Like my second year at the CrossFit Games, like I know it's team and it's like a little bit different there, but like second year at the CrossFit Games and we won it.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty dope. So yeah, I don't know, it took its time, but it's very cool.
The first Oceania team to win it, so that's pretty special as well. No one will ever get that again. So
no, it's very different. Like very cool. And our like affiliate owner, Raw Iron CrossFit, Aaron, he was over the bloody moon. Like I don't think I've ever seen a grown man so excited about something. It's like he went and got the trophy fully cleaned and everything like that when he like went to get it engraved, like full cleanup of it. He's made shirts saying like fittest on earth, Raw Iron CrossFit.
Yo.
Like, this guy's going all out. He loves it. He
Oh,
loves
yeah.
it. So
Man.
we're just happy like he got to experience that as well, because he put so much into our team and like helped us so much. So yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine. Like sometimes you even bring like if I have a team come back from a local competition and they've got like their thing with my gym on it,
The little
I'm
banner.
like,
Yeah.
it's so sick. So it's like, man, imagine having the affiliate cup. Like, holy,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cash in on the merch over the next year while you can. It's so many.
Yeah, he was frothing it.
Yeah.
Fuck me,
man.
that's sick. Oh well, I guess that's the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, I just wanted to, while you're still in America, did you get up to anything else after the games? Anything
We
cool?
went out. That's about it.
Yeah.
We went to Stockyards. Just like, I think there was a smallish group of us. Went to Stockyards, just kind of hung out, had a few drinks, went to some bars, and then I think I went home like, I don't even know, maybe midnight.
Oh.
Wasn't anything crazy, but
Wild
yeah,
one.
just chilled out. I had some fun with some friends, and that was about it. And then I came home on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, true. So, fuck, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, straight away.
Oh, nice.
Okay, didn't want to.
I was gonna spend a week, but I just wanted to come home. So
Fair play. Very good.
Yeah.
Oh well, coming up now. You got turf games like next weekend?
Nah, Expo. Isn't
Expo
it?
Games.
no, Turf Games been and gone.
Yeah.
Expo Games, yeah. So
Expo
Expo
Games.
Games are this weekend. Doing that with Royce, and then Down Under next weekend,
Shit.
and then NZ Champs in a
Well,
month.
we'll get on to that, the big one. We'll get these smaller ones out of the way first. All right.
Getting ahead of myself.
No, you're right. You're absolutely fine.
Yeah, fuck, loves an off season. So are you indie at Down Under?
Yes, I am.
Coming
Back
for
on
that
the
chip.
floor.
Another
Try
dub?
to.
Surely.
But yes,
I mean, we can see how we go.
fuck yeah. We've got the New Zealand Championships. We are going to be there, so we'll see you there. But what was the motive on that
Oh, yeah.
one?
Well, so you guys, I'm assuming, would know Dean Flood,
Was Dean in your DMs, was he?
possibly?
Yeah. Yeah, we know Dean. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, basically. Well, he was our reserve. He was our reserve for the games. For the boys, and like he lives in Goldie. Like got to know them heaps, and then yeah, he messaged me a little bit after the games, like, "Hey, do you want to be a wild card for NZ Champs?" I was like, "Can't say no to that. I want to. Like, I have been to New Zealand once. I was 18 months old. Don't remember a bit of it. Kept my parents up the entire time. So yeah, when he said that, I was like, I'm definitely not saying no to this. I'm saying yes, 100%. So yeah, it wasn't much to think about.
Shit, yeah. You're in for a treat. When are you headed over early? You know, acclimatise?
I think we're going over like 2 days before, like the Wednesday before.
Nice.
And then I'm not entirely sure what he's got planned. I might be doing like a little roadie, like down Rotorua and stuff like that. But I don't really know. I'll wait and see what he has for me.
Yeah, that'd be sick. So you're doing individual and
Yeah.
team.
Individual and team, yes.
Who's on your team?
So it'll be myself. Was Danny Ford, but I believe she ended up pulling out. So now it's Gemma Hock, which is cool. Did a workout with her this morning as well. And then the Fowler brothers. So Ben Fowler and I can't remember his brother's name. Luke?
He's got
Yeah,
three of them, yeah. Tim or Luke.
Luke, Tim,
Or
Sam.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
pick
one of them. Ben and one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, it'll be Luke. Sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. I've only met Ben, so I'm not really familiar with his brothers. But yeah.
Oh man, that's a dangerous team.
Absolute lovely family, the Fowlers,
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way. Have you met Linda yet? The mum?
No. So I met Ben in Bali. We did like a retreat over there, and he was part of it.
Yeah. Oh, Linda is amazing. Like, hard not to get along with that lady. So
His mum?
yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
Linda Fowler.
Lovely.
Great lady. Also, on Sunday, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you'll actually be going up against me. So, is that going to change things, Em? You know, I don't want to put too much pressure on you.
Wait, we're at? At what comp?
NZ Champs.
NZ. Yeah,
On the
you're
team.
competing.
Yeah.
Checking
Am
my
I
boots.
competing?
She said,
You're stepping into my world now, Em.
Yeah, well, it is your home. Usually people go better in the home crowd, so.
I mean, they'll be screaming my name. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Got my work cut out for me.
You certainly do.
No, Matt, get out. Of the
Yeah,
fucking
Matt,
way.
get the fuck out of the way.
M's coming through.
Yeah, man. I'll be in heat
I'll just be
one.
walking around.
Yeah. I'll be in the first heat doing like, what the fuck is he doing here, man? Ah, man. I got a fucking such a gun team that I feel I need someone else to take my place. If anyone else wants to take my place on the Sunday, hit me up. I'm out. Anyway.
Who are you doing it with?
Kurt Cara. You probably won't know these people. Anyway, Kurt Cara, Kaylee Elkington, and then a girl from my gym, Tracy Stevenson. But they're incredibly fit humans.
Yeah, no, I don't. But
Yeah,
cool.
you won't. Listen, they're synonymous in the Waikato, which is a very small part of New Zealand. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there. You can just think on that. Probably start training. I'd start training.
I might. I don't put my finger out.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, we already tried to handicap you. We've scrapped the swim, so we're not giving you that advantage.
Yeah, I don't think there's no.
Was there going to be a swim?
I don't know. Well, where Dewdrop is, where the arena is, there's a like a water park center next to it. And last year they had like a kayak. It was fucking sick. Like the individuals had a kayak through it. Yeah. And then the teams was like a rafting event. But well, I think because CrossFit.
That's fun, and they're not doing that.
Well, CrossFit's gotten rid of all swimming events.
Is it a CrossFit affiliated event?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, NZ Champs is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was independent or not.
No.
Well,
Gotcha.
no, it's official. It's official.
New Zealand CrossFit Champs. So come for you. Gemma Hock, she's incredibly fit. We need to get her on actually. She was coming on, but then she got fucking sick that week, and then we haven't got back to her. But we'll try to get her on before.
Yeah, she's been cooked for a while. Yeah, absolutely. Get her in.
That'll be sick. Easy. Rightio. Have you got anything else to add, man?
No, man. We're gonna wrap it up.
I think we'll wrap it up here. We've taken enough of your time.
Take it away.
Oh, you're so fine.
Easy. Anyway, so the way we're ending these is a question from the last guest. Ask the next guest. We've actually got two because the one before last has one as well that we never got. Anyway, I'll ask you the one from Jay Crouch. So if you just talk amongst yourselves for a second, I'll find it.
Get the question up.
I'll just
not prepared. Far out.
Oh, slack at him.
We're
learning. We're learning.
I've just got heaps on my plate at the moment, like training for NZ Champs and stuff. Like it's
It's been like a year since I've done one of these. You should be all over it by now.
This one's a lot better, by the way. Have you done more media training? Because we obviously were very new. I feel like this one's been a lot more relaxed.
I don't know. Probably.
Maybe it's just we've gotten a little bit better. I don't know. Anyway, the question from Jay Crouch: has going team motivated you more to compete individually?
Oh, that's hard. Like, I think I want to, as I want to try and achieve the same things by myself, would be probably like the one thing that comes from that. It's like, obviously it's absolutely sick doing it as a team. Be like, oh, I wonder if I could do that as an individual, So like, it does give me a bit of motivation to be like, oh, I'm going to try and do my best as an indie to see if I can match what I did as a team. Because obviously I've got some of the strongest bloody teammates out there. They're like, we all carry the boats. I wonder if I can carry all the boats,
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah, I guess so. In short, yes.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you have. Yeah, that's cool.
Switched on. Before I do ask Hannah's question, we're just doing a bit of mental health stuff recently, and I think it's good. Fucking everybody needs a check-in. So I guess a bit of a check-in. How are you? How are you? How's your mind, body, spirit? How is everything lately? Pretty good?
Yeah, good. It's been a very hectic few months, obviously, with so much happening, and I've had a shit ton in my personal life as well.
Yeah.
But we're all on the mend. So
that's good. Not working too many stresses or anything like that.
Not anymore.
That's good.
Not anymore.
That's good to hear. Love that.
All right. Hannah Schembry, she is a Papamoa local from over here, would like to know, what are you most excited for in the future?
In the future? Is that like with CrossFit, or is that just my entire life?
That's general.
Could be tomorrow if you want.
Oh no, my birthday's next week.
Oh, hey.
Maybe that. All right. I don't know. Like, honestly, probably just like within CrossFit, just like making more connections around the world, I think is like what I've enjoyed the most. What I'd be like most looking forward to, because like I've made so many friends around the world through CrossFit.
Yeah.
Like America, probably just America, really. Couple in NZ, obviously, and then like I think a few like here and there. But yeah, just being able to meet new people and make those kind of connections around the world is really awesome. So I'd love to make more of those.
Yeah, awesome.
Love that. Love that. And it definitely seems that way. Like you made the games last year, come up on the scene, just crazy rookie, just smashing everything. And like since then, we have seen you at so many competitions. So it must be cool to go to like Whatappalooza and compete in the games and everything. So yeah, no, it's
Yeah. Yeah, Whatappalooza was sick. And then I'm currently doing the Dubai qualifiers last minute. I've got like 3 days to do the 3 workouts. So love that for me.
Yeah.
But like that'd be a cool one because it'll be an entirely different kind of like demographic over there as well.
yeah.
So yeah, just trying to get myself out there a little bit more.
You'll be able to fit those all in, Savo, surely.
Yeah, you got a bit of free time on your hand.
I got one more left. I got one more day.
Very good.
Nice.
I'm sorted.
Easy.
Oh,
Anyway,
well, this has been great.
we'll leave it there. We're really excited to see you come over to New Zealand and compete and get to see you again.
Yeah, I'm
and-
super
and that'd be
excited.
good.
I'm
And
keen to see you smash Matt.
listen.
Put us
Do you
next
have
to
a
each
little-
other in the same like lane next to each other.
Well, I doubt it because there'll be like 3 heats and there's no way we'll be in the same heat. I don't know. Look, I'll
No,
try.
I'm gonna put in a word.
Okay, sweet, cool.
Yeah, I got
Matt's the other
connections.
wild card.
Yeah, I'm actually the wild card.
Yeah.
Should we get some side bets going on? See who can lift the most. Like I'll get embarrassed. Oh, listen, I'm gonna move on. Individual will be cool though. Individual is always a good vibe. Like they do. Last year it was a couple on
Yeah.
Friday. It wasn't a big day on Friday, and then Saturday was huge. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway,
Sweet. Can't wait to not be able to walk.
no worries.
Epic. Hey, thanks for your time today, Em. Before we cut a track, is there anyone you want to give a quick
Yeah,
shout
no
out?
worries.
Oh, we've lost
Anyone I want to
connection.
give a shout out to?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Sorry, the internet cut out.
I don't know, man. A lot of people deserve that.
Go for
Can't
it.
just pick one. My mum, she's great.
Mum's good.
Tells me to pull my finger out when I need to and do the qualifiers that I need to. So she makes me money, basically. So shout out to mum. She's the
Yeah,
best.
Shout out to Mum.
What a place to leave it. Well done, Mum. Easy. Oh, you enjoy the rest of your day.
And dad. Dad gives me money too. Helps me achieve my goals. Can't leave him out, otherwise I'll get butchered by that.
Sweet.
Just because we got just thanking the beneficiaries here.
Yeah. We'll do like an
Yeah,
end credits.
basically.
We'll do an
My
end credits.
sponsors, my mother and father.
Yeah.
So good.
My biggest sponsors, those two.
Beauty. Awesome. We're gonna end it there. Thanks so much for your time, Em, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on again.
All good.
Easy.
great.
Anytime.
We'll see you next month.
Yeah, man.
Easy peasy.
Cool. All right,
Beauty.
mate. Take it easy, eh?